Hey boxing fans, welcome to another edition, the first edition of 2007 of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega Iron Truth. With me as always, we're back.
Finally.
It's been a long Christmas, New Year's break kind of thing. Also just things happening, keeping us busy outside of this. But we're not going away. If we ever do go away, we'll announce it. So if we ever have a long period like this, we're not done. I don't think we'll be done for quite a while.
No.
In 2006 was a great year.
Yeah.
It was the start. We did how many episodes? Like 130 somewhere
like
in there.
That, yeah.
And this year we hope to do twice as many.
Absolutely.
Twice as many. Well, maybe not. But if we don't, it'll quality over quantity. And all of our first shows had some quality. Some of them had some questionable quality.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Still better than any competition out there, no doubt. The quality of the, maybe not production-wise, but the content
Knowledge that we bring and everything.
The content that we bring, always number one.
Yes.
And that's what really counts. Anyhow, let's get right to it. We've got a lot of catching up to do, so
we've been away quite a while.
we just want to comment on the stuff. We are not a news show once again, so keep that in mind. Okay,
Right.
First, we were wrong about Jermain Taylor. We were not ducking this. This isn't why we weren't back. We were wrong, very wrong.
Yeah.
Size matters apparently,
Absolutely.
and
Taylor dominated
in this
Ouma.
case, it certainly did.
Yeah.
He used a very smart game plan in jumping on Ouma instead of letting Ouma jump on him.
Yeah.
So kudos to him on that. It was a good strategy to use a good offense for a good defense, I suppose.
Taylor, that's the most impressed I've ever been with him.
The way to beat Ouma is to not let him get his punches off.
Of course. And Ouma threw half of what he's used to in every round, basically.
And the way Taylor did that was imposed his size and threw more punches, basically.
Yes.
Which, if Ouma doesn't have all his punches he can throw,
No. It's not going to work.
He's not going to look as good as he usually looks.
Yeah.
Just like here.
Yes.
Although I do have to give Ouma credit also for
he
lasting.
took some bombs, yes, definitely.
I was really worried, is he going to make it through the fight?
Yeah, I didn't think so at some points.
And he at least made it through the fight, but obviously 160 is not the weight class for him.
Yep, he's already moving back down.
Ouma, go back down,
Yes.
stay there.
154, definitely.
You were doing fine there.
Yeah.
And 160, you were fighting a guy that used to be 168 anyhow.
And just a big guy.
Just too
period.
big.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
Yes.
Unfortunately. I'm sure your pick was wrong too, Ouma. But anyhow, also
On the undercard.
Andre Berto.
Yes. Excellent performance.
Really good performance. That's the kind of performance that makes you say, you know what, Berto really has a future. He really looks promising right now. And that Figueroa, to his credit, he
was a decent fighter.
lasted a lot longer
Yeah,
than
I thought it was going to end in the first round, and it didn't end until
And
6.
I don't know what his corner's problem was, telling him to keep going on.
Yeah.
His corner did not like him.
No. Excellent performance from Berto. First HBO appearance, so great win for him, definitely.
Absolutely, and good exposure.
Yeah, definitely. And on the undercard still, had some off-TV bouts, unfortunately.
Yep.
Jadon Codrington won a 6-round decision.
Got back in there, still coming back.
After the green loss, 4th fight, 4th win since then, so he's on his way back still.
And this really wasn't a fight they would have put on HBO anyhow. I mean, truthfully, they should, but...
Yeah. They should show everything, but anyway.
But this isn't the type of fight they would, and I mean, I'm not holding it against him because that much for that particular fight on HBO, although the Augustus one, Manuel Augustus fought also.
Yep.
They didn't show him. Come on. I mean...
He's pretty popular in boxing, of course, for boxing fans, real die-hard fans. But anyway, always entertaining. And
always entertaining.
Yeah, defeated Russell Stoner Jones, 10-round decision.
Stoner Jones.
Yeah, so it's a good win for him again. So
I guess.
Yeah.
It was a win. Yeah. We'll put it that way. And also Ronald Hearns fought.
Knockout in the first round.
First round knockout.
So good win for him too.
Glad we didn't see that one.
Yeah. great.
Especially first round knockout.
Yeah, that would have been hard to show.
Yep,
but
we couldn't squeeze that in,
no.
could we?
Had to end the show an hour early.
We couldn't show that in the end credits or
No,
something.
No way.
But anyhow, that's that card moving right along because we've got a lot to cover. We really, Oleg. Let's just get right to it. Oleg Maskayev beat the Japanese best heavyweight. Big shocker there.
Yeah.
Peter Okello fighting out of Africa somewhere.
Yeah.
He's from Africa, he fights out of Japan, it's strange.
12-round decision win for Maskayev, so looks for the Tony Peter rematch winner, which is
supposedly.
Tonight. Yeah, so
we'll see if he doesn't try to find another Peter Okello.
I'm sure he will, but anyway.
Also on that undercard, that Alexander Potvkin guy, whatever his name is, got a win, got a third round knockout.
Yeah.
And he'll probably be fighting some of the top people fairly soon after he's about 20-0 now, so I guess he needs about 20 more for him to step up.
Definitely.
Anyhow, also Amir Khan over in the UK won a unanimous decision against some opponent.
First 10-rounder for him.
First 10-rounder, and
didn't see these, of course. Did see the Audley Harrison.
I'm sure they
Williams
probably
fight.
actually showed these.
Yeah, in Britain. I did see the Williams Harrison fight. Somebody sent the link.
Yeah.
Harrison, good performance for him, and most impressive I've ever seen him. I was really surprised.
And Williams, very unimpressive.
Yeah, of course.
Third round knockout.
Third round knockout. I was absolutely shocked. I picked Williams to beat him because of Harrison's just lack of.
When I saw the weight, I
discipline.
wasn't so convinced of that. I was kind of like, that could go either way once I saw the weigh-in.
Just Harrison's lack of dedication in the past just had me a very big doubt.
Well, I question how much either one of these guys
are
dedicated,
not saying
especially Williams, right? Yeah. Because this is 2 fights recently. He's come in grossly overweight.
Yeah, and he's lost both of them. So.
Yep, good for him. Also, speaking of people that
overweight
that aren't sculptors, Michael Moore won a first-round KO.
Shocking.
Over his opponent.
Yeah.
And on pay-per-view. This crap was on pay-per-view.
When Ouma Taylor was for free on HBO.
Which did you watch? And also Oliver McCall won a 7th round knockout, if you care. Maybe you can fight Zab Judah for shits and giggles.
It's a great one. And also on that card, I believe it was on the same card. Clarence Vinson.
Clarence Vinson, the guy was shown one time.
2000 Olympian, and then like 4 years later shown one other time on ESPN, but that was it.
Then behind the curtain.
Yeah, knockout in the 8th round.
Here, once again, he basically wasn't shown because no one ordered this shit,
No.
I hope. And Curtis Stevens also fought late sub. He fought like 3 times in 30 days, I believe.
30 days. 2 decision wins and a knockout.
He was actually a late sub for
Saku Powell.
No, okay.
Yeah, well, Saku Powell was going to fight, of course, not the same person, but just pulled out of his fight. And Stevens stepped in. They got a replacement fight, knocked the guy out in the 2nd round. Saw it. Very good performance. He's just getting better and better, so definitely keep watching him.
Yep, and 3 fights in
30 days.
30 days.
And 3 wins, of course.
It's very good. Keeping very active.
Definitely.
People should do that more, especially when they're coming up.
Yeah, especially. So.
And they should show them all.
Yes.
Get a boxing network or something going. Come on.
They did show 2 of them.
Also, McGirt Jr.
8-round decision. Good performance. Needs to work on a few things, yes, but still coming up, so he's got time.
Stark Jr. also.
Yep. Unanimous decision. They did not show this on the Broadway boxing card.
And was this? Let's see. This was a 10-rounder. This was this his first? Possibly?
I believe it was probably. If not his first, just his 2nd or 3rd, I would think. But I think it was his first. So didn't see this. They showed 2 terrible fights on the card instead. Don't understand that, but anyway.
Yeah. So. Also, Juan Carlos Gomez won a 3rd round knockout. Howard Eastman got a 12th round knockout in the fight. Eastman's trying to get back into the middleweight picture. He did have Miranda in trouble in their fight, and I personally think they stopped the fight a little early against Miranda. I just feel that way. There's other people out there that feel that way too. And
I agreed with the stoppage, but whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. a rematch just so Miranda. I would go for Miranda.
Of course.
I actually was not sold on Miranda at that point during that fight. I was like, this guy is hype. I don't feel that way now. I think he's legitimate now.
Yeah.
But I would love for. I mean, there's no need for a rematch. But if one came, I wouldn't be sad with Miranda getting what I feel would be a legitimate stoppage against Eastman. Anyhow, also Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. won a unanimous decision, 10-round. Now he's 29-0 apparently.
Yeah. Several of his we haven't seen him since the Judah Mayweather undercard. That's the last time he was shown. That was back in April, almost a year ago. So way too long.
Way too many times he's fought since then off TV.
Definitely.
He hadn't fought too many times just off TV.
So that's a problem.
But I mean, this is kind of his amateur career, basically, fighting all these guys he's fighting.
But we need to see him anyway.
So keep that in mind and don't hold it too much against him that he's going to be where this other guy, the Vitkin guy or whatever,
had an amateur career.
Had an outstanding amateur career.
And now he's still fighting. It's just these lower guys, and he'll continue
to get paid for his second amateur career, apparently.
So anyway, Omar Chavez, another son of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., he debuted on the card. KO in the first round. So good win for him. Good start.
We'll see if anything happens with him.
Don't know.
Possible.
Anything. So
who knows?
Just
he might completely suck. Yeah.